Alright, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about 10 surprising ways to boost your metabolism. So if you are interested in that or would like to know more about that, definitely stick around. So we're going to get started. So we're going to go ahead and ask the AI these 10 things, and then we're going to go deeper into each of these so that we can all understand it together. So let's go ahead and shift over to the desktop. Alright, welcome. So I asked the AI, what are 10 surprising ways to boost your metabolism? And I'm just going to read through them so that way we are both on the same page, and I'll discuss further if it's really relevant to you specifically. Or maybe, you know what, to be honest, they're all probably relevant to you. So let's get started. The first one, eating protein-rich foods. Proteins take more energy to digest than carbohydrates or fats, so eating more protein can boost metabolism. All right, so let's actually try to unpack that for a little bit. As we always know in metabolism, there's three fundamental macros. There are proteins, there are carbs, and there are fats. And within those three, the most energy usage that is required to actually break it down and use it for energy would be proteins. A secondary would be fats. Fats are super important to use as energy fuels compared to proteins because the scaffolding of you is made out of trillions and quadrillions and probably more proteins within you, and it's just, if you think about it, it's pretty fascinating that you have that many things within you. It's just hard to fathom those numbers. Me myself get lost after a trillion. Like quadrillion, really? Right, thinking about that, it just like blows my mind. But going back to the topic at hand, protein is super vital though. If you are trying to build muscle or trying to remodel yourself, you need more adequate amounts of protein, not carbs. Fats are great for energy, but you still need the proteins to have that building block to build you, to make you who you want to be. All right, now let's go ahead. Number 2 is going to be drinking green tea. Green tea contains caffeine and catechins, which can increase metabolism. So I'm going to link up my video probably here where we talk about green tea and metabolism. So if you're definitely interested in green tea, take a look at this video. But just a quick summary of it, green tea has caffeine. Green tea has these phytonutrients within it that help stimulate your metabolism, meaning it sort of charges it up, or think of it like turning on the furnace. Whenever you think of metabolism, I want you to imagine turning on the furnace, turning on the oven, turning on anything that heat your heater, right? What is it doing? It's taking the electricity, converting it into heat. And same concept, we're taking these types of foods, converting it into some energetic heat source of some sort that allows us to use our metabolism to its potential. Okay, number 3. Building muscle through strength training. Muscle tissue burns more calories at rest than fat tissue, so building muscle can boost metabolism. 100%. I am so deep into it. I probably have another video, I'll probably link it if anything, that talks about this, but that's the journey that I've been on to test Alpha Protocol, to test the Core M3. Right, everybody knows Alpha Health has Core M3 protocol that consists of movement, metabolism, mindset. This video that you're watching is really a section within metabolism, because again, we're doing a 1 habit 100-day challenge. As a result, we're going to be talking metabolism, but in movement we stress so much about blood flow and breath work, and that requires us to do some physical activity, strength training, building muscle, remodeling ourselves. A lot of keywords and buzzwords that I just said were very important if you are interested in remodeling yourself, which I have been for some time now. Now that is my own being that I'm controlling and converting, it's very important for me to really emphasize this point. If you want a change in your physical form, you will need to hit some sort of weights, whether it be body weight or physical iron weight. Go to the Iron Temple. That's what I call the gym nowadays. The Iron Temple. Everyone there is worshiping the weights, and we should, because we want to build muscle. We want to increase strength. We want to increase the overall well-being of ourselves. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's also my mental therapy there, because it allows me to focus my energies not on my mind but inside within my physical body. If you're definitely interested in learning more about building muscle, going to the gym, definitely hit me up in the comments so that we can make more videos regarding that. But now moving back to the top 10 ways to supercharge your metabolism. And next up is going to be getting enough sleep. Lack of sleep can slow down metabolism 100%, right? So sleeping is one of those things that happen all the time, but it's also confusing because, like, why does a human actually need to sleep, right? So you spend majority of your day waking. So usually it's 16 hours of being alert, 8 hours of sleeping. And so when you are sleeping, what's happening? Throughout the whole 16 hours in a day, your body is recycling, your body is breaking things down, your body is building things, your body is fighting infections, your body is doing a lot. As a result of that, when you are sleeping, you can actually reshift or reutilize whatever you normally use for energetic things for during the day. You can now use it for your sort of cleanup process. This is where your brain cleans itself. This is where your internal self cleans itself. If you are working out, then you're healing yourself, your recovery. This is your recovery period. I want everyone to understand that, and don't think of it as sleep, think of it more as recovery. You're recovering from the prior day's inputs throughout your body, whether they damaged it or whether they enhanced it, whatever it was, your body's recovering. And so I always want you to imagine that. Number 5, okay, it's gonna be drinking water. Drinking water can increase metabolism by up to 30% for 30 to 40 minutes. That's amazing, right? So just thinking about the idea of drinking water and you can do this, there's a reason behind it, right? We all know that you and me and all of us are 60% water. So even though we're physically this like solid object, we're actually water. Every single one of our cells has 60% water. So if you understand that logic, then multiply that by 50 to 100 trillion cells, you have a lot of water within you. So whatever your body weight is, do 60% of that, that's how much water is within you. So of course, if you give it more water, you allow more water in the ECM, the extracellular matrix, which then allows more higher conductivity for maybe nerval responses or maybe hormonal responses, whatever the type that we need for signaling to occur within ourselves. Water is the key medium that we need. And so drinking more of it, not the processed water, not like soda. Don't drink soda because they have other stuff within it. Keep it simple, right? I believe in KISS, keep it simple, stupid. So water, just water. If you want to add some electrolytes, go ahead. A little bit of Himalayan salt never hurts anyone. So definitely you can do that. Or if you want to do lemon water, I'll post up the video where we talk about the lemon water right here. Definitely, if you're interested in lemon water, take a look at it and it'll give you more insight into that. All right, number 6, eating spicy foods. Spicy foods can increase metabolism by up to 8%. That's, it might seem negligible, 8%, but when you start stacking on the different things, you realize you just really supercharge the crap out of your metabolism. So spicy foods, of course, right? Because it's gonna make you do more work. It's like turning on the furnace, as the analogy we described before. When you turn on the furnace, you're burning more, you're using more, and so you're gonna leverage your metabolism to its potential. Because everyone needs to understand that metabolism essentially means you are increasing the rate of consumption of energy, right? Whether it be from outside or inside. So we always want to make sure our metabolism is at a homeostatic function that relates to where we are. If you're going to exercise, we want to have a higher metabolism because you need more energy. If you're not exercising, then obviously your metabolism will slow down because you have no need for it. Okay, good. Number 8, drinking coffee. Drinking coffee is great because caffeine in coffee can boost metabolism. Yeah, of course. So similar to green tea, if you want to watch the video on black coffee, I will link it up here and you can go ahead and learn more about black coffee. But we talk about how it has similar to green tea. Basically, black coffee is caffeine and some phytonutrients from the coffee bean, so it's going to be beneficial as well. And we want to make sure it's just black, not no creamers or milk or anything like that, because that taints the way your body processes that caffeine from that coffee. So always make sure you also get good coffee, because some coffees have a lot of mold on them. I don't know how much legitimacy is there, because I wouldn't be able to tell the difference, or maybe I would if someone were to give me an experiment. But just get coffee from a place that serves you, looks legit. You don't have to try too hard. But again, in the beginning, don't go overboard. Just go get some black coffee, try it out, stimulate your metabolism, do a little bit of movement here and there throughout the house, throughout the gym, wherever you're gonna go, and then see what the benefits are. All right, number 9, eating small, frequent meals. Eating small, frequent meals can keep metabolism running throughout the day, which is absolutely true. I personally don't do that because I'm trying to do OMAD, OMAD, 1 meal a day. But for a lot of individuals that are overweight, that would definitely help as well. But then again, what type of foods are you eating? If you're eating more carbs and then you're gonna go ahead and sit down again, irrelevant. It doesn't do anything. It's still going to be doing the same exact function, which is the body's going to say, hey, we have too much carbs in our body. Let's go ahead and convert to fat. Let's go ahead and store it. So irrespective of what you eat during those frequent meals, if you're eating carbohydrate or fat-rich foods and you're not moving, it doesn't make a difference. So we want to make sure that if you are going to eat small, frequent meals, make sure there's a lot of veggies and proteins, and just in general things that don't have an insulin spike, that doesn't require too much sugar within your body. So keep that in mind if you are going to pursue eating small meals throughout the day. Finally, last one, practicing yoga. Yoga can reduce stress, improve flexibility, and boost metabolism. I'm not gonna lie to you, this one was confusing to me when I saw that right at the end, top 10 ways to boost. So out of all sports, well, strength training we talked about, but yoga is interesting because when you do yoga, and for those not unfamiliar, I'll have a video up here that will describe more in detail what yoga is, but in general, you put your body into different positions that you normally do not do. So for you, probably it would be original movements, but when you do this for years on end, it's just a regular movement for you, and you can almost make it a default movement. But what's great is that since it works out different parts of your body that you normally never utilize, you can actually stimulate different parts of your body. And in the context of metabolism, certain poses will work on your GI system, right? So your whole GI system is right here, from your mouth all the way up to your, all the way out to your anus. That's your GI system, and that's really where your metabolism really gets the energy source from, because we take it in from externally when we eat food. But also remember, metabolism can also be breathing, right? Your lungs and everything also provide energy. But since we usually talk about GI system for metabolism, when you do certain poses, maybe child pose, warrior pose, whatever pose, you're gonna stimulate that area in your GI, because normally you probably never ever felt that area move, because again, you're just sedentary, your lifestyle isn't as active as you would, or even if you are, you just need a nudge to understand how that works. Okay, that was a lot. This was a little longer video, but I'm sure if you stayed through the end, I appreciate you, because you know you want to benefit from this information that's available. But definitely in the context of metabolism, we just want to speed it up if we want to burn more fuel, if you want, and of course, if you are gonna try to retain then in bulk, then we need to slow down our metabolism, but we more than likely want to speed it up. With that being said, guys, I definitely appreciate you. If you found any value, or tell me what was your favorite super tip to boost your metabolism, write it in the comments below, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Me personally, I know strength training for a fact boosts your metabolism. I can eat garbage all day long, but as long as I work out in the gym, I'll be good. But with that being said, I'm gone.